Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 14th of March. Session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First, we are talking about national affairs, and in that too, we will be talking about RPTUAS scheme, right? This was launched by Department of Pharmaceuticals, and this RPTUAS scheme is to enhance the technological capabilities in the pharma industries so that we can incorporate new technologies in pharma industries, such as the launch of AI, machine learning, right? With the help of these, new types of medicines, new types of drugs can be made, and with the help of this only, we can also describe new types of combination that will help us to kill the disease. So coming back, it is Department of Pharmaceuticals, correct? And they have announced revamped pharmaceuticals technology upgradation assistance scheme, that is RPTUAS scheme, and this will enhance the technological capabilities of the pharmaceutical industry, aligning it with the global standards, right? Take a note of this. And as we just mentioned, what is the aim? So that we can bring the technology of India in the pharmaceutical sector at par with the technology of the global standards. Then if we talk about this RPTUAS, correct? Remember, here multiple MSMEs will be provided with various assistance. They will be provided with various guidance from the industry experts so that they can enhance their technology. And apart from this, MSMEs as well as smaller players will be helped here to enhance the high quality manufacturing standards, right? Apart from this, pharmaceutical units with a turnover say for example they have a turnover of less than 50 crore rupees, then 20% of the investment will be there here, for 20% of the incentives will be provided here. If the turnover for the company or MSME is between 50 crore rupees to 250 crore rupees, then 50% of the investment under eligible activities. Then if it is between 250 to 500 crore rupees of turnover, then 10% of various incentives will be provided here. Correct. So remember this RPTUAS, this is the full form here, and it was launched by Department of Pharmaceuticals, that comes under the Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers. And why was this launched? To enhance the technology in the pharma industry. Here you can see what is the aim: to support the upgradation of the pharmaceutical industry according to the revised Schedule M and WHO Good Manufacturing Practice Standards. This will enhance the quality and safety of the pharmaceutical products manufactured in India. And if we talk about the eligibility, here the eligibility for the PTUAS has been expanded beyond MSMEs to small manufacturing units also of less than 500 crore rupees that require technology and quality upgradation. Next is Ministry of Rural Development partnered with which organization to empower self-help groups under Lakpati Didi Yojana. So it is Ease My Trip. Ease My Trip and Ministry of Rural Development, they have partnered to organize or to basically help self-help groups that comes under Lakpati Didi Yojana. As the name suggests, Lakpati Didi Yojana. Under this scheme, the aim here is to help women achieve 1 lakh rupees of income annually. Right? 1 lakh rupees of income annually. This is the main aim for the Lakpati Didi scheme. And here Ministry of Rural Development and Ease My Trip, they will be coming together and helping the self-help groups and the women in those self-help groups to achieve the target of earning 1 lakh rupees per year. Right? Here you can see New Delhi based Ease My Trip Planners Limited signed MOU with Ministry of Rural Development to train Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission Women's Self-Help Group members under Lakpati Didi Yojana. And as per this MOU, Ease My Trip will train members of the Women's Self-Help Group on making travel reservations, including flights, trains, buses, hotels. And here Ease My Trip will select one member per block across 800 districts and provide them with the necessary digital tools and technologies for such as booking, payment, printing tickets and so on. And the person who will be selected here will be known as Ticket Wali Didi. Right? Then what are the eligibility for this? They should know basic Hindi and English language. Correct? They should know the working of computer and they should know how to browse on internet. Correct? Next is who launched credit assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras. So Mansukh Mandviya, our Union Minister Mansukh Mandviya for Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers has launched this assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Correct? And they have inaugurated this credit assistance program. This is for SIDB. Correct, for Jan Aushadhi Kendras, and the event for this was held at New Delhi. What is the aim of this credit assistance schemes? Right, for Jan Aushadhi Kendras to grow, right, to flourish, they need some investment, right? So they will be requiring some amount of money so that they can grow. For this credit assistance will be provided by SIDB here. Correct. Here you can see Union Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandviya inaugurated a credit assistance program SIDB. A credit assistance program of SIDB for Jan Aushadhi Kendras during the event held at New Delhi. He also presided over the exchange of MOU between SIDB and Pharmaceuticals and Medical Device Bureau of India to offer them loan and working capital for Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Right? So basically, what is this credit assistance program? To provide loans and financial help so that these Jan Aushadhi Kendras can grow. If we talk about SIDB, they have also partnered with the government of Bihar in order to set up a startup ecosystem there. And for SIDB, who is the chairman and managing director here? Shiva Subramaniam Raman. And where is the headquarter? It is in Lucknow, UP. When was this established? On 2nd April 1990. Next, Ministry of Defence have signed 200 crore rupees deal with which organization for anti-drone system that will be provided to Indian Army and Indian Air Force. So Ministry of Defense, they have tied up with BBBS. What is BBBS? This is your Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited. Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited. Correct? So it is Ministry of Defense. They have partnered with Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited, that is India's fastest growing defense sector startup, and this contract was worth 200 crore rupees. What they will be developing? They will be developing anti-drone system, so that if any drone which is hostile drone and it enters into the Indian territory on any respect preserved territory, then that drone can be taken down. For this, anti-drone system will be developed, and this anti-drone system will be given to Indian Army and Indian Air Force. Correct? And this marks the largest contract signed by the Ministry of Defense under IDEX initiative. What is this IDEX? It is your Innovations for Defense Acceleration Initiative, right? And this is considered as one of the largest contracts signed by Ministry of Defense. Then if we talk about this BBBS, it has introduced Vajra Sentinel system, that is a state-of-the-art artificial intelligence fingerprinting based detection and jamming technology. Apart from this, this operates within a range of 10 kilometers, which is hard kill activation initiated distance up to 5 to 6 kilometers. That means if any UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle, or any object is within 5 to 6 kilometers, then it can kill that device. Correct? So coming back, Ministry of Defense, they signed a contract with BBBS. This is a Big Bang Boom Solutions Private Limited. It is one of the fastest growing startups in the defense sector, and the contract here was worth 200 crore rupees, and it was for anti-drone system, and these anti-drone system will be provided to Indian Air Force and Indian Army. Next, which became the 97th country to ratify International Solar Alliance? First of all, International Solar Alliance. This was a project launched in 2015, initiated by India and France. Headquarter of International Solar Alliance, Gurugram, Haryana. What is the aim of this? The aim here is to provide solar energy to the developing nations where the basic general sources of energy are not provided, right? And we know solar energy is available to us in abundance, and utilizing that and providing energy to the remote areas in those developing countries, this International Solar Alliance was launched. Now the question asked here is, which became the 97th country to ratify this International Solar Alliance? It is Panama, right? And which was the latest country that has joined the International Solar Alliance? It was Malta, right? Take a note of this. And Malta was 119th country to join International Solar Alliance. Who is the Director General here? Ajay Mathur. Moving on. Next is banking and finance. Complaints received by ORBIOS and CRPC under the RBIOS has increased by 68.24% in fiscal year 24. What are this ORBIOS? This ORBIOS is basically these are the complaints that are received by the offices of the RBI Ombudsman and centralized receipts and processing centers. Correct? Here the complaints, correct, has increased by 68.24% during the fiscal year 23 as compared to the fiscal year 22. The report released by the first stand-alone report by our Reserve Bank Integrated Ombudsman Scheme 2021 explaining the activities of 22 OBRIOS, CRPC and contact centers. Right? So these are the ombudsman. These are the basically we can say ombudsman is a person when a particular person or any general public is facing any difficulty or they have any problem, they can register their complaints here and those complaints will be solved by these people, right? So it is saying that the complaints they received in fiscal year 23 has increased by 68% as compared to the last year. Then the states or union territories from where we saw the maximum number of complaints, such as your Chandigarh, NCT Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, they were the topmost contributor for these complaints here, right? Then these complaints, they include various such as your banking services, non-banking systems, right? And major concerns for NBFCs, right? As these problems are increasing, but in a way you can also understand that whenever there is a problem coming with these people, general public, and they are providing it or they are complaining them to these ombudsman, then it is also a system where these big organization banks, right, they can make sure that their complaints are resolved, and in future such complaints cannot be coming up, right? So if once those type of problems are resolved, then they should make sure that in future the similar kind of problem does not arise with any individual. Next, and earlier, remember, in 2022, the time it used to take to to cater the complaint was almost 44 days. Now in 2023, this has been reduced to 33 days. That means an improvement has been shown and these complaints are resolved at a faster rate. Next, in this Payware. In this Payware, this is the first contactless payment variable launched by which bank? As the name suggests, Indus. So, IndusInd Bank, they have launched this Indus Payware. This is the first of its kind tokenizable variable for both credit and debit card that was launched on MasterCard. It was launched by IndusInd Bank. Right? This Indus Payware, this currently comes in 3 variants. It is a kind of a sticker, watch, and a ring. Right? This device can be used to make tap and pay transactions. Then this in this Payware device, they are secured by NFC, that is near field communication enabled secure element technology. Next, here you can see IndusInd Bank, they have launched India's first contactless payment variable in this Payware. Next is SIDB. SIDB secured the first green climate fund. The project is worth how much? So SIDB, they secured the first green climate fund project that is worth $120 million. Right? It is $120 million. Green climate fund project. Right? And this is known as Avana Sustainability Fund. This was valued at $120 million. So it is Avana Sustainability Fund valued at $120 million. It was launched by SIDB. Correct? SIDB has given the approval for this green climate fund, you can say. Avana Sustainability Fund. Right? Take a note of this. Then, as the name suggests, green climate fund, this will be used to build environment, energy sector, right? Then we will be focusing on the projects that will be generating low carbon, those projects that are climate resilient projects, correct? And in order to make our environment clean so that less amount of pollution is released into the atmosphere, and to come up with such technologies that will make sure that environment stays clean and no pollution is emitted into the environment. For that amount, these amount will be used. If we talk about SIDB, we saw who is the chairman and managing director here. Shiva Subramaniam Ramanji, headquarters is in Lucknow, UP, and it was established in 1990. Next is Bank of Baroda. They has unveiled BOB, Earth Green Term Deposit Scheme to finance earth-friendly projects. I repeat, Bank of Baroda, one of the India's leading public sector banks, has launched BOB Earth Green Term Deposit Scheme, and it is to raise deposits to finance eligible environment-friendly projects and sector. The scheme offers stable and secure financial returns along with an opportunity to contribute to a greener planet. Who are eligible here? The general public, resident Indians, non-resident Indians, high net worth individual investors, all are eligible to invest in this particular scheme. Right? Then this scheme will be offering, as we saw, will be focusing on sustainable development goals, and it will be available for 1.5 years of tenure and 1770 days tenure. Correct? So these tenures are, 2 types of tenures are available here. This 1.5 year, this signifies the 1.5 degrees Celsius rise, right? We should not touch that. And second, 1717 days tenure, this simplifies the 17 sustainable development goals that should be focused upon. Next, Future generally launches the Health Pav Har, a unique health insurance plan for women. As you can say Har, so it is for women. So Mumbai, Maharashtra based Future Generali India Life Insurance Company, they have launched this Health Pav Har. So this question can be asked, this Health Pav Har was launched by whom? It was launched by Future Generali, and this is to basically specifically for women, and it is a health insurance plan. Next, appointments and resignations. Asif Ali Zardari has been sworn in as the Pakistan's 14th president for the second term. And who is the Prime Minister? Shehbaz Sharif. Moving on, sports, badminton. Here, Indian pair Swastik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Sethi has won the men's double title in French Open 2024. I repeat, who won the men's double title in French Open 2024? Here you can see both of them, Swastik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Sethi. They have won the French Open in the men's doubles title. Who won the men's singles title? Shi Yu Ki of China. Who won the women's singles title? N.C. Young. She's of South Korea. Right? Take a note of this. Next is Red Bull's Max Verstappen has won Saudi Arabian Grand Prix 2024. Who won the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix? Won by Max Verstappen. Who won Bahrain Grand Prix? It was also won by Max Verstappen. So if we talk about Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, on first position Max Verstappen, Red Bull driver. Second position was Sergio Perez, Red Bull driver. On third position it was Charles Leclerc of Ferrari. Charles Leclerc is of Monaco. Sergio Perez is of Mexico. Right? Next is important days. World Rotaract Day. World Rotaract Day is observed on 13th of March and World Rotaract Week, it is observed from 11th to 17th of March. I repeat, World Rotaract Day, it is to recognize and acknowledge the services provided by Rotaractors, that is a member of the Rotaract Club across the world, and this day offers opportunity to raise awareness about the work that Rotaract clubs are doing around the world. And this year it was the 56th anniversary observed on 13th of March for the Rotaract Club, right, or Rotaract Day, and it was 11th to 17th of March that we observe World Rotaract Week. Next, state news. Karnataka's and World Economic Forum, they have agreed to set up a Center for Excellence Intelligence in state. I repeat, Center for Artificial Intelligence will be set up where? In Karnataka, and for which Karnataka has signed up, or Karnataka has signed a letter of intent, LOI, with whom? World Economic Forum. So there the Center of Artificial Intelligence will be in Karnataka. Question can be asked in this way, that Karnataka state partnered with which organization to set up a Center of Excellence or Center of Artificial Intelligence in Karnataka? So it is World Economic Forum. Right? World Economic Forum. And this will be first of its kind in India, and this will facilitate industry academia networks, technology trends, and various research on artificial intelligence. Next here you can see in the picture, he is the new Chief Minister of Haryana. Nayaab Singh Saini, sworn in as the 11th Chief Minister of Haryana. Correct? Take a note of this. He replaced whom? He replaced Manohar Lal Khattar. Correct? Take a note of this. So Nayaab Singh Saini, sworn in as the 11th Chief Minister of Haryana. He replaced whom? He replaced Manohar Lal Khattar. Right? So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Department of Pharmaceuticals launched RPTUAS to enhance the tech capabilities of pharma industry. Ease My Trip and Ministry of Rural Development partner to empower self-help groups under Lakpati Didi Yojana. Union Minister Mansukh Mandviya launched credit assistance program for Jan Aushadhi Kendras. Ministry of Defence signed a 200 crore deal with BBBS under IDX initiative for anti-drone systems to Indian Army and Indian Air Force. Panama became 97th member to ratify International Solar Alliance. Complaints received by ORBIOS and CRPC under RBIOS increased by 68.24% in fiscal year 24. IndusInd Bank launched India's first contactless payment wearable Indus Pavia. SIDB secured first green climate fund project worth $120 million. Bank of Baroda has unveiled BOB Earth Green Term Deposit Scheme to finance earth-friendly projects. Then Future Generali launches Health Pav Har, a unique health insurance plan for women. Asif Ali Zardari has been sworn in as the Pakistan's 14th president for second term. Badminton, if we talk about, in French Open, Indian pair Swastik Sairaj Ranikreddy and Chirag Sethi has won the men's double title. Red Bull's Max Verstappen won Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and he has also won the Bahrain Grand Prix. Then World Road Track Day on 13th of March and World Road Track Week from 11th to 17th of March. Then Karnataka partnered with World Economic Forum to set up the Center for Artificial Intelligence in their state, and this will be first of its kind. Then Nayab Singh Saini has been sworn in as the 11th Chief Minister of Haryana. So these are your important current affairs for the day, friends. Now let's move to some revision part that will be beneficial for your learning. In which state the 5th edition of India-Japan Joint Military Exercise Dharma Guardian was held in Feb? So 5th edition of Dharma Guardian exercise was held where? What is the name of the location or the state where this was held? The location is Rajasthan, and it was the 5th edition of Dharma Guardian exercise that was held between India and Japan. Right? Take a note of this. Apart from this, who has been appointed as the Deputy Secretary of Ministry of Steel? Nitin Jain. Nitin Jain has been appointed as the Deputy Secretary of Ministry of Steel. Next, in which city Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently inaugurated two institutes of the Ministry of Ayush, that is Central Research Institute of Yoga and Neuropathy and Nisarg Gram. So CRIYN and Nisarg Gram, these are the two institutes of the Ministry of Ayush that were launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And where were they launched? They were launched in Pune, Maharashtra. These two major hospitals and research institutes that are related to yoga and neuropathy, correct? Take a note of this, right? They are important and they are in Pune, Maharashtra. Just to make this more clear, remember friends, this Nisarg Gram, this is in Pune, Maharashtra. But if I ask about this Central Research Institute of Yoga and Neuropathy, this, where this will be? This is in Jhajjar. Jhajjar, Haryana. Right? So take a note of this, right? Nisarg Gram is in Pune, Maharashtra, and this Central Research Institute of Yoga and Neuropathy, this is in Jhajjar, Haryana. Next, which country has recently collaborated with India under the Integrated Tiger Habitat Conservation Program for transboundary tiger conservation in Sundarbans? It is Bangladesh. I repeat, Bangladesh collaborated with India under India Tiger Habitat Conservation Program for transboundary tiger conservation in Sundarban area. Correct? Then if I ask you friends, tell me, recently India is planning to launch their own international space station by 2035. Next, Feliti Pentila Teo is said to be sworn in as the 14th Prime Minister of Dash country. So, she will be becoming the Prime Minister, that is the 14th Prime Minister of Tuvalu. Right? Tuvalu. Next, if I ask you, tell me, recently, there is a book, that is The Great Flap of 1942. This book was authored by whom? M. Padmanabhan, right? Padmanabhan. And this book, that is The Great Flap of 1942, authored by M. Padmanabhan. Name the company that has recently launched Pratham, world's first user-friendly video analytics platform. Pratham, that is the world's first user-friendly video analytics platform. This was launched by whom? Assert Secure Tech Private Limited. This unique user-friendly platform is patented for their innovative approach to use artificial intelligence, and here Pratham will enable the users to analyze and utilize video data effectively. Then Pratham can translate in Hindi also, right? Then next thing, if I ask you, tell me, recently India's second spaceport is in which state, and it was inaugurated by PM Modi recently. So ISRO's second spaceport is in Tamil Nadu. Next, Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, that is your SpaceX, they launched a Dash country satellite Meeraputi 2. Meeraputi 2. This was launched using Falcon 9 rocket of SpaceX. Question asked here is that this Meeraputi 2, this is the satellite of which country? It is an Indonesian satellite, right? And it was launched using Falcon 9 rocket, and this was the 300th successful flight of Falcon 9 rocket. Then which state has recently launched a universal life insurance scheme? A universal life insurance scheme. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Nagaland. Nagaland has launched Universal Life Insurance Scheme. Next, which country's Coast Guard, Navy Force have recently conducted the 16th edition of the biennial trilateral Coast Guard exercise, that is Dosti 16. So this Dosti 16, this exercise was conducted between the Coast Guard of which two countries or which three countries, because it is a trilateral exercise, right? So Indian Coast Guard, Sri Lankan Coast Guard and Maldives National Defence Force. All these three countries and their Coast Guard together conducted this exercise. What is the location where this exercise was held? It was held in Mali, Maldives. Right? Next. In Feb, CCI approved the acquisition of up to -% of equity share capital of Precol Limited by Minda Corporation Limited. So, CCI approved the acquisition of up to 8.79% stake, and who will be acquiring? It will be acquired by Minda Corporation Limited, and who will be acquired? Precol Limited will be acquired by Minda Corporation Limited. 8.79% will be acquired here. Then apart from this, tell me who has been appointed as the Director of Skill Development Ministry. Tatung Padi has been appointed as the Director of Skill Development Ministry. Next, Manohar Joshi, a former Chief Minister of State and former Lok Sabha Speaker, passed away. So Manohar Joshi, he was the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and former Speaker of Lok Sabha, who recently passed away at the age of 86 in Mumbai, Maharashtra. He served as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra from 1995 till 1999, and he was the first leader from the undivided Shiv Sena party to occupy the Chief Minister post in Maharashtra. Next is, when was Central Excise Day observed across India? So Central Excise Day is observed on 24th of Feb across India, and it is to highlight the contribution of CBIC, that is Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, that are responsible for administrating the indirect taxes in India, and GST is an indirect tax, remember that also, right? Next thing, if I ask you, tell me who has been appointed as the first women director of World Bank body. First women director of World Bank will be Geeta Batra, right? Next, which company has recently honored with the Innovative Technologies Development Award at the Building India 2047 Technology for Better Tomorrow? And this was at the IIT Madras Corporate Social Responsibility Summit. So it is REC Limited, right? They have been honored with Innovative Technology Development Award. This was during the Building India 2047, the event that was held at IIT Madras Corporate Social Responsibility Summit, right? Then tell me, where was the world's third largest mosque inaugurated? Or it is in Algeria. Third largest mosque, world's third largest mosque. Next, which of the transformative portals was not launched by Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting Anurag Singh Thakur to modernize India's media industry at New Delhi in Feb 2024? Tell me, which of the following portals were not launched here? So all these portals were launched except CPGRMAS portal, right? All these portals were launched, correct? And it was launched by Anurag Singh Thakur to modernize India's media and industry at New Delhi in Feb month they were launched. Then Zurich Insurance, they will be acquiring how much percent stake in Kotak General? So Zurich Insurance, they will be acquiring 70% stake in Kotak General. Next, which of the following companies have recently signed an MOU facilitated by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to launch IMPEL AI program to empower Indian AI startups? Which is it? So remember, Microsoft and iCreate. These are the two organizations, two companies, they signed an MOU to facilitate MEITY to launch IMPEL AI program that will empower the Indian AI startups. Even remember, Government of India has said that in order to start an AI company, they need to first take permission from the government in order to set up all their infrastructure. Next is our homework section. First, the Grantha script once used to write Sanskrit was mainly from which Indian state? Second, when is the National Voters' Day observed every year? Third, what is the IUCN status of wandering albatrosses recently seen in the news? Fourth, disease X recently seen in news is related to which one of the following? And fifth, what is the name of the first large language model recently introduced by CoreOver.ai in India? So these are your 5 homework questions and I need to see maximum participation of all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com. And I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.